Welcome everybody to Forza Horizon 5, and today we're taking a look at the 2020 Porsche Taycan Turbo S. Now this is Porsche's first all-electric vehicle. It's because most electric vehicles are quite heavy because of the heavy batteries that they have going on them. Porsche have opted to try and make this as lightweight as possible. So it's got 37% aluminium in its bodywork and overall design. And with this Turbo S version, it has a carbon fibre trim. And the wheels are 20 inches as well. So yeah, really rather like this car, to be honest. It's probably one of my favourite electric cars going at the moment. Not overall a fan of the looks, but it's certainly one of the best looking cars Porsche have done recently, and it's certainly a far better looking car than the Panamera, which was Porsche's first saloon looking car. And yeah, this has a range of 201 to 250 miles on its full electric charge, and that's helped by the drag coefficient of only 0.25. It's got a 2-speed automatic gearbox, and yeah, it's got a spoiler that raises up at a certain rate of speed as well, for more stability. And it's got a really rather nice interior as well, as you can see. I like the leather, I like the overall design of it, and yeah, it's a mix between modern and classic Porsche. So you've got plenty of screens going on, but you also have, you got the clock up there on the dashboard, and yeah, it's got plenty of space going for it. And that's pretty much the same for the rear as well. As you can see, plenty of leg room in there. Not really going to be doing for a headroom either, even though it obviously has a slanted roof because it's a saloon, but it's also got a coupe rear end going on it as well. Sadly, can't look at the boot, and obviously we can't look at any of the electrics or anything like that because they're all buried underneath. But yeah, it's got 752 horsepower, 774 pounds-feet of torque, which is comes from 93.4 kilowatt of an hour lithium-ion batteries, and they're feeding two AC synchronous electric motors, one at the front and one at the rear, so it's also all-wheel drive. And yeah, overall I really do like this car. Like I said, the only real issue I have with this is the name. I don't know why it's called a turbo, because it's obviously not a turbo car at all. But yeah, they've also given it the wise decision, of giving it a 2-speed automatic gearbox. So instead of the usual 1-speed, which means that yeah, it's got a higher top speed than most electric cars as well. So yeah, it's been a new game. I'm going to do these reviews a little bit differently. So we have a drag strip that we can go out on, so we'll be going out on there. And with cars that are primarily made for going on road, we'll also going around the circuit that is on this game as well. So yeah, let's firstly get to the drag strip and see how quick this goes. Right, so here we are at the drag strip, so let's floor it and go. So yeah, 0 to 60 in 2.4 seconds, 0 to 100 in 6 seconds, and flat out it will go to 171 miles an hour, which it should be able to do before we hit the end of this drag strip. It's getting close, that's for sure. Yes, it does. Oh, will we stop in time? Not quite. But still, that is a pretty damn good braking range as well. So yeah, let's get to the circuit that is on this game as well, and we'll talk about it some more. We'll do a couple of laps, and yeah, then we'll fly around it and see what this car can do. So yeah, the track is only over here. It's right next to the festival festival itself. So it's not difficult to get to, and it's luckily not far from the drag strip as well. So yeah, they've done a remarkable job overall in terms of handling with this car, given how much it weighs and the fact it's their first all-electric car. So yeah, I don't think I've actually created a route on this yet. I don't think I can. Yeah, we're going rivals, and we're in S1. This should let us do what we want, and we'll get in that. Right. So yeah, this is just teething problems trying to find out how to do certain stuff on this game, as usual with a new game. But I think rivals should be the best option because we won't be going up against anyone. It means we can just go around the track as we want. Obviously there'll probably be a ghost on there, but yeah, ghosts don't really affect you whatsoever. So yeah, let's see what this all-electric car can do for a couple of laps. So yeah, it does weigh 5,121 pounds, even with all of the aluminium that is put into it. So yeah, it's by no means as sporty as you would like, or say as a Panamera, which was significantly lighter. But with the all-wheel drive system working in tandem with the grip and really good suspension, it's certainly far better than, say, a Tesla in terms of handling. And Car and Driver actually did 15 consecutive drag races with this and a Tesla from the same year. And yeah, Porsche maintained that their car would never drop in performance, no matter, even with the battery draining, which was the case. But with the Tesla, the batteries, as they went down in you know, in terms of percentage and efficiency and everything like that, were returning worse and worse results in terms of the drag race in itself. So yeah, it's good to see that Porsche are at least heading the charge in terms of battery technology. And yeah, they've done a really good job with this car. Handles really rather nicely. You can feel the weight to it, no doubt about that.
It's not just about
But yeah, you can also definitely feel that it's hanging in on there. But there is some understeer. But then again, when you're dealing with more than 700 horsepower in a car that weighs this much, you're bound to have some deficiencies in terms of handling. But yeah, still really nice to see that we've also got a new electric car on the game as well, because it's been a while since we've had an all-electric car that's new out. I think the last one was the Rimac, so or the Jaguar I-Pace, one or the other. But either way, this is better than the I-Pace just in terms of pure acceleration and handling. And this does look a little bit better than the Rimac, even if it isn't quite as quick at the top end. So and at the end of the day, this is more practical than a Rimac. You know, you got seating for 3 extra people. You got a hopefully a sizable boot, even though we can't look at it. And yeah, it's definitely going to be more usable on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, that's the Porsche Taycan. Really been looking forward to driving this, and yeah, it's not really disappointed at all. Which, considering I'm not a massive fan of electric cars at the moment, some have disappointed me or just not really excited me enough. This, yeah, has done a grand job, and yeah, Porsche have really knocked it out of the park, which for the first all-electric car is yeah, really superb of them. But then again, it should be no surprise their first SUV, the Cayenne, was a really rather good SUV, even if it looked ugly as sin. And the same with the Panamera, their first saloon car, despite it being ugly, was also a really cracking saloon car. So yeah, no surprise really that Porsche have done it with their first all-electric car, but still, you know, it could have gone easily really rather wrong. But nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.